Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my December bullet journal plan with me and then also flipping through November of all my bullet journal spreads from that month. So if you guys would like to see me setting up November, I will leave a video link in the description. But without further ado, let's get on with the video. Okay, so for November, my theme was kind of just a mix of a bunch of pastel colors. I wanted to incorporate a bunch of my pastel Tombow markers into one month's theme, so this is kind of what I came up with. It doesn't really reflect November that great, but whatever. I liked using a bunch of different flowers and pastel type colors. Here is just a quick look at my November calendar that I do every month, and then I just have an event section on the side. Over here is my habit and expense tracker, which I also like to do every month, and I was pretty good with keeping up with all my habits this month, but I guess we'll see for the end of November. And this spread has my goals and highlights section on one side, and then my line a day section, which I really like, which also has kind of a mood tracker type thing, which I will be carrying into my December spread. So those are all of my kind of entire November spreads, and now I'm on to the weekly ones. So this one you saw me make in my November plan with me. The way November worked out, I had lots of October in it and then a little bit of December in it, so it's 5 weeks, but it's not really 5 weeks of November. So there's a lot of November spreads in this video, so you guys can sit back and enjoy them. As you can see, I just went pretty crazy with the different colors and washi tapes and photos that I used, but I like how it overall turned out, and it was just fun to kind of vary which Tombow markers I was using for the headings and stuff. Over here I just have a to-do list because it was reading week, and then this is the current week of November. And then the next week actually has parts of December, like I mentioned before, so that will be this upcoming week, which is why it isn't really filled in that much. So that concludes the November flip through portion. Now we're going to be creating the December spread, which is actually crazy because this will be 12 months or an entire year of me bullet journaling, because I started in January, so that's really exciting that I've actually kept up with it. But anyways, for this month I decided to do a very Christmassy theme because Christmas is my favorite holiday. So it's going to be red and green. So on the front cover page I decided to do this red truck with a wreath on the front. I painted this with watercolors and also some white acrylic paint just to add some more highlights and stuff like that. So I started by actually drawing it out with pencil, and then I did the background, and then pretty much it took me an entire day to do this, but I wasn't actually painting the entire day, just lots of waiting, drying, and then painting more layers and stuff like that. Also, I'm going to be doing an entire 2018 bullet journal flip through at the end of December or the beginning of January, whenever I end up making it, so stay tuned for that, which I think will be a really exciting video because I really enjoy watching those myself and seeing how my bullet journaling has evolved over the years. But anyways, back to the painting. I added this little bow on the front, and then I added some snowflakes, and you don't actually see me writing December on there, but I eventually did. I was really nervous because I liked how the painting turned out a lot and I didn't want to ruin it, but it looks good in the end. And then I also just glued that into my bullet journal. And now onto the calendar portion. Maybe sometime in 2019 I will switch up my monthly calendar, but for now it works for me. I used a ruler to draw out my calendar layout, and then I wrote all of the days of the week on the top, and I actually wrote Monday in the first column instead of Sunday, and I've always done Sunday, so I think it's gonna screw me up a little bit, but that was an accident and I didn't really want to fix it because yeah. And then I also wrote December and some calligraphy in the top with a Crayola super tip, and then added a drop shadow. And then I also printed out a bunch of Christmas photos from Pinterest, so I'm going to use those throughout the spread to set up. And I also got a bunch of stickers from Jenny Journals, so I'm going to be using those also throughout the spread, which is super exciting. because they're Christmas themed. And then I added some gold washi tape and some gold accents with a gold marker with some snowflakes, and that's how the calendar spread turned out. I really like it, and I think I'm going to really enjoy using like green and red and all Christmassy colors throughout this month. So this next page is my classic goals and highlights section. I love this section because it's a great way to look back on what you have accomplished this month and stuff like that. So like I said, I added some photos and some gold washi tape and some gold snowflakes. I kept this spread pretty simple, I guess. And then I also later on I ended up adding drop shadows, which you will see in the final flip through. And on the other side I did a line a day spread because I really liked that from last month. So I wrote that in a Crayola super tip, wrote all of the days of the month vertically, and then added a spot for my mini mood tracker. I just added some more Christmas themed doodles, colored those in, and then added some more random stuff on the page. And then I have this little mood tracker thing, so each mood is like a different color, which I can color in the little box beside the date as I go through the month, and that's how the page turned out. And now moving on to my expense tracker on the left side. So this one is just pretty basic. I put all my different categories on there. I didn't really decorate it that much just because I wanted it to be as functional as possible. And on the other side I have a Christmas gift section, so I can just jot down any ideas I have. I'm not sure how functional this will be, but I had an extra page and it is December, so I thought I would give it a go. And lastly, it is my first weekly December spread, so I chose some photos to use, which I found on Pinterest. There were so many cute ones, and I also used this antler sticker, which is from Jenny Journals, and I just wrote all of the days of the week in December. And I also continued my gold accents and doodles through this spread by adding some snowflakes and some washi tape. And that concludes my setting up for December. It's actually really amazing because I will have like just enough pages left in this bullet journal to finish off 2018, and then I can get a new one for 2019, which is like fantastic. I think I would go crazy if I couldn't like fit it all in to one bullet journal, but it seemed to have worked well for me. So here is just a quick flip through of all of my pages I created, and you will see the rest of my weekly December spreads in my full 2018 bullet journal flip through, which you guys can look forward to at the end of December or the beginning of January. And also, because I will be on Christmas break, you will hopefully be seeing some more videos than just the once a month bullet journal setups. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye.